Hi, my beauty friends. So my videos, I have several topics in my videos, so I want you to enjoy watching it. I have something I share with you, my plants, my favorite plants, especially Sampaguita, which is my logo for my brand name. And also I was talking to you about my life, a little my life, about being a mom and being an entrepreneur and what I did before I become a business owner and an esthetician. So I really didn't land just for a heck of it. I planned it a long time ago. So that's the hint, guys. Make sure you love what you do, okay? um, you have that drive and enjoyment every day. Yes, but these videos is just for you to watch and for you to enjoy, and I hope that you will it will help you to decide, or not to decide being an esthetician. But there's this pros and cons of being an esthetician, guys. It's not all wine and roses, okay? Everything you have to work at it first. It's not easy, but it is fun if that's what you want, okay? All right. But I just want you to know this is my video and enjoy it, guys. And I will talk to you some more about another topic, maybe another topic about children, their ages, because I have 5 kids. I have a 31-year-old, 24, 23, 19, and soon to be 13, right? So I have all these ages that I can relate to you, and I can share with you what I have done. And so far, I think I'm doing all right, there's so many things that you can do in your life. But anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Love you. Bye-bye. Good morning. Today I'm going to show you my garden, my little pot of my favorite vegetables tree. The name is malunggay, and it's a moringa. And also my favorite flower, sampaguita, and it's blooming right now, and it's so gorgeous and it smells so good. So first I'm going to show you my sampaguita. Look, isn't that wonderful? Yes, I love my sampaguita. Yeah, it smells so good. And naturally, this sampaguita is my brand product logo. Yeah, so cute. Smells so good. And this one is gardenia. This gardenia smells so good too. Oh my goodness, perfect. There's gonna pour a little bit more. I love this because I can just put them inside the house every winter. Yes. As also my sampaguita, I can just put it back to my house in the winter. This used to climb all over our house in the Philippines. Yes, because this is viney also. You can make it into a vine if you want to. Then they have a lot of breed, different kind. And this kind is my favorite. And next is my moringa. Yes, my moringa. Here you go. Isn't getting very big. Yes, getting fatter. This become tall. If you want to, you can make it into like a tree. It's like at least 12 feet long, and it would start branch up. Yeah, and we eat these leaves, guys. This is good for you, by the way. We already have tea product for this. Yes, and if you search it online, moringa, you will know what the people are doing with this moringa tree. But for me, it's just I love this. Oh, the bee. I love this with my tinola fish. Yeah, tinola fish and tinola chicken. Yes, right. So excuse about my voice, guys. I just got over with the allergy, and it's really kicking my butt. But anyway, this is a beautiful day today, and I decided to get another you know set of video for my YouTube. But this is gonna be a little short topics, every topics, different kind of topics today. um Next, I'll be talking about um my life as an esthetician, why I choose it, and I also going to talk about being a mom, and how I balance my life as a mom and a businesswoman, and how I enjoyed it, and the pros and cons about being an esthetician. So maybe a little teaching lessons for a future estheticians out there, and that if they decide to become an esthetician someday, and what you should you know watch out, and anything that I can help out there. But each one of us has our own experiences anyways, right? So my experience is quite different also. Good morning, beautiful. This is Beth, and my channel is Estheticians Are Fun. So I have a question. I have many questions, friends, that why my channel is Estheticians Are Fun. Well, the thing is that I'm really having fun being an esthetician, because it gives me freedom. It gives me freedom to do what I want, to just kind of like incorporate what I want in my life. I think because I own it. I own my own business. That's right. What I'm going to cover today also is different type of estheticians. If you are right now, if you are deciding, if you're thinking about becoming an esthetician, there is a lot of pros and cons being an esthetician. If you want to make a lot of money being an esthetician, then you just gonna have to work hard, and make sure you cover everything, like being certified First of all, you have to get your license as an esthetician. Being an esthetician is you need to be licensed first. You go to school, of course. You have to go to a business school, or what I did, I went to the community college and got my whole full 12 month of studies. So we have to break it in three different steps, like theory, and then like practical, you know, the one that you really do it on hands and everything. And then you need to be tested in theory and practical. So that means that after you finalize, you have to make a grade of 75 or better. So, in order for you to get the diploma, you know, to graduate, become a licensed esthetician. But it doesn't mean that when you graduate from the school that you are automatically an esthetician. No, because you still have to go through the state board. You still have to obtain your test in writing test, and then a practical test. The practical test, according to them, was the worst one for them, but it was not really hard for me because I just had fun. I mean, I know I was doing the best I could. But our instructor was really good. She was giving us some kind of, you know, like clue and what to do. And she told us that not to look at the state's board examiners. She used to call them like a little Nazis. I know it was bad. I think I shouldn't say that, but well, I look at them. They're just a bunch of women with a white robe, and a laptop in there. They don't look friendly, So don't look at them. Just pay attention to what you're doing. So but I made it. It was funny because we were so many of us in one testing. I think there were like 15 in a row. So I was number 4 in the first row, and then I remember one of um, my co-testers. Hello, here is I'm outside of my house. It's really fun. It's still cooler because it's still early in the morning. It's not that early. I think it's about 9:30. I decided to sit here in the back of my porch to talk to you about just life in general. Um, discuss about being an esthetician, being a mom, and general. Maybe I can be talking about what's going on in the world today, what I thought about it, and our choices in life, our happiness. What is your choice? What is your happiness? Define what is your definition of happiness? Your definition of happiness, it might be different of mine, but it doesn't mean you're wrong, right? Therefore, my happiness, my definition of happiness is mine, and you might think that it's boring, or no, it's not your happiness. It's because we are all individual. We have different lifestyle. So maybe we should just um, you know, be happy and respect of one another and be happy of one another, right? Um, Not be like down, you know, turn people down because, oh, that's not what I want. I wouldn't be happy that way. No, because their lifestyle is different than my lifestyle. Okay. So whatever it is, as long as they're happy and they don't um, hurt their loved ones, or they don't hurt themselves, or they don't hurt me, that's their decision, and that's my decision. So I think my my topic today is mix, and hopefully that I can be a good, you know, teacher. And also for those people, for those of you guys, especially young women, that are thinking about being, become an esthetician. So you need to do research. You need to do some kind of, you know, final decisions before you get in there. Make sure that you'll be happy, you know, and do not compare your life to other. If the esthetician is successful, maybe you should, try to, if you know her or him, maybe try to like ask what they did first, or there's a lot of estheticians YouTuber, and then they have a pros and cons. Watch what they're doing and just listen, and you don't have to follow what they're saying. Yeah, but just follow your instinct, because just like me, I've always loved beauty and skincare. I have done cosmetics since I was in my 20s. And then I was already married when I was that young age. So I didn't really have a chance to even look into what is estheticians. I think at that age, there was not such an estheticians at all. So I never heard of estheticians 1980s. At least 1987, I never really heard of an estheticians. I know I heard a lot of beauty advisor, counter managers, but I never heard of an estheticians. I think when they legalized, they you know to handle skin dermatologists and everything. I think the only people that were really legalized was the dermatologist, and also the beauty advisor. I think they weren't able to really touch the skin and apply the skincare to the faces unless they are out, in the private home, like Mary Kay. There's a lot of different products out there that in private, and they can do like spa day and everything, but they just instruct the you know individual to how to do their skin, because legally you cannot touch people's face unless you are an esthetician. So when I moved here in North Carolina, so I've heard about being an esthetician. So because I love, to do skincare and to apply makeup and everything, so I decided to get my license. Um, yeah. So when you're in school, that's where you realize that it's not easy. It's not really easy being an esthetician because you need to really know what you're doing. You need to know and act on if there's some kind of problems with the skin after you apply acids, contraindications. So therefore, you need to study the theory. Um, so you need to do something like what you're gonna do if the skin turn into like hive or red or irritations, what you should do. um, Therefore you need to send them to the doctor, of course, and send them to the dermatologist, which is the higher level of the skin um, professional, you know. So, and also being an esthetician, you cannot be something that you aren't certified to. Like, don't perform something that is beyond your scope of studies because you will get in trouble. That's right. Like, a beauty esthetician is really just above the epidermis, or just in the epidermis, not below the dermis. That is the surgeon and the dermatologist's job. Okay. Therefore, you need to go further schooling, further study to do that. You don't do digging something like if your client said, "Hey, I got this," and then you dig it and then it bleeds. That's a no-no. You'll get in trouble with that. You'll get a warning, because what if that get infected, right? That's a no-no. So if you also see there's some things changes in the skin of your client, make sure take a note of it. And don't scare them. Just tell them like, "Hey, I noticed this bumps is really starting to grow. Maybe you should go to the dermatologist and have that checked." Okay. But you can't just like, "Hey, I saw something, maybe this is cancer." No, you can't do that. Just be calm. Okay. Because you don't want to scare them. So you guys, that's just a little advice for the future estheticians out there. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of studies to do. I was doing 4 days a week and a night shift because I had children. I still have to drive them back and forth, you know, from school. So I have to be home for them, and I had a 3-year-old, 3.5 or 4-year-old at that time. So what I did, I had to go to do it during the evening classes, and I had to drive like 25 minutes away because the school is that far from my home. It was inconvenient for me because I have to drive back and forth. I mean, I won't I won't be home until like 11:30 at night, and then I have to study the next day, especially when we have test. The practical test was the one that's really, really, really hard because we have to bring our cubby. Cubby is really heavy. Um, you have you have to have kind of like a rolling, so you can just um, it's kind of like a set, of a drawer. It's a plastic drawer. It's like maybe four different, so you can put your towels, you can put your like skincare for your for your clients, and your mannequins and tweezers, your comodone, your towelettes, sponges, everything that you are going to use doing the practical. So we've been doing that for like 3 months straight. Yes. So I have to thug this very heavy drawer every day, day in, day out, And then I remember that we had to perform facial to outsiders, and we have to do phones, appointment, things that you need to do when you're really certified estheticians. They train you at school, but your instructor is there to guide you. Your classmates there also to help you out. You help one another because we need each other's face, because it's face we have to that's I think we have to have 30 faces to do makeups, 15 to do eyebrows, and then another 20 to do kind of like microdermabrasions, everything that you need to do in order for you to pass become an esthetician. So I'll tell you, some people, some esthetician did not last. They probably last like halfway. In once they start doing the practical, this is like, no, 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 this is not for me. So they give up and they just leaves and they quit. But I think it takes a really good estheticians to stick out, to stick through thick and thin. Being a good esthetician is, you don't really you know expect